got ourselves Acer over for the team 1, ready to go as a Beastmaster Hunter. See Mark on that team Joy in the back end. Oh my god, I like that look. Looks so good. Fang on the team Reverence as well as Chicago in the back as well. And we got ourselves team 2 together with Lesa. Opening up as a monk off the bat with Acer, trying to see if we can. Actually, Acer and Lesa. Kind of a similar sounding names. Lex immediately by the monk, trying to go for big damage. The Wedge Order. Oh my, what was that? I am not even sure what happened. Apparently, Monk's got a bit of a... You guys didn't get buffed up or anything, right? I feel like it's the second time we've seen that. I blinked and you miss it. We got Ral over for the team 2, looking around like, what was that? We got ourselves Shat Hunt with Kevin Landers as well as Haster on that team with an immediate succubus to see as Reverend trying to see if he could lob a massive meatball on top of Lesa. Cooking up spaghetti in the back as well. My goodness, what was that? What happened? Gonna be instant cast as Lesa does end up attacking Reverence and is gonna end up evidently procking out. Incinerates here and there. Cares about right around the corner. Lesa looking for as much recovery as possible. We'll definitely need to start rotating defensives against Reverence, especially if you can pre-defensive a Succubus CC. You'll be golden. Where's the Succubus at? It's out in the middle. Karma. Before the Succubus CC, but it's very DR, does at least allow Lesa to go for a bit of damage. Reverence is getting to juke out into Lesa, trying to go for a bit of a port. Lesa is going to take a bit of damage. It's going to transfer back to Reverence, but the instant casts are going to hurt. Trying to go for a bit of recovery as the soul got ripped out of the body, which is going to reduce the effective damage as well as healing for a short moment. Reverence trying to make sure that he positions himself out in the open. Succubus trying to go for a bit of CC potentially. It is at least in position to go for it. Is it trying to? Is it going? There it goes. Potentially, Big Soul Fire. Does he have the big combo off of that one? Lobbing it down with a Mortal Call. Kaz about to follow. I think it's over. Oh my goodness, this is the combo. It's mid-air. It's a little... Oh. I don't think you had to do that, Reverence. I don't think Lesa deserved a flag. Come on, man. Kevin gonna be up next as a Fury Warrior. Trying to see if he can get himself... I love the sub, by the way. The shoulders for the Maw don't quite fit, but I see what you were trying to go for. You were trying to go for like a big spiky... I think it's because you're trying to go for more like spike upwards rather than outwards, which is what the other shoulders do. Charge to Reverence, got himself a defensive. It's going to be soul rip out of Kevin, even though he had to reflect. Apparently, he can't reflect it, but looks like even though he doesn't need his soul in order to take down Reverence, just absolutely blasting him out. Walls available. Reverence needs some mobility. Mortal to give him a little bit of survivability. Made to go for that pet in order to go for the second BCC to stop Kevin. Board at the last second as Kevin got himself mobility off of that leap. And Reverence trying to see if he can find himself a much better angle. Does he have the Succubus? There it goes. No trick available for the Warrior. That Stormbolt was a bold move, but how does Reverence come out alive on this one? Reflect last second. Oh, Reverence better be extra careful. Board, got himself a bit of mobility. Does the Warrior have any more mobility of his own? Leap and charges are going to be your best friend right now. Reverence needs a Mortal Call. He needs something, anything right now. Succubus needs to slow down the Warrior as best as possible. Definitely needs to do something, anything. Oh my god. Does get himself a Warlock Hellstone last second with a Soul Burn. So that's going to work out pretty well for him. Fear by Reverence, onto Reverence. Warrior is going to be able to go for Stormbolt. Succubus CC last second. Oh, that is super unfortunate. Chaos Bolt right in the back though with a Reflect to follow. Does Reverence maybe take him down? He's going to try to steal the man's soul, but he doesn't even care. This Warrior does not even need a soul. He just sees brute force and brute strength. He'll be just fine. Leap around the corner, charge around towards Reverence, trying to see if he can maximize some damage, but the man has no help whatsoever. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Oh, Reverence, why are you gonna do it to them? Oh, this is his villain arc, dude. Reverence villain arc, man. He got himself the Mock, he got himself, I think, the Shadow Flame enchant. And he just become a full-on villain. As Raz trying to see if he can establish himself a bit of an opener. Is it gonna be full AoE? Is he AoEing out everybody? Or is he just trying to AoE Reverence? Mad damage on Raz though, what is going on? Ice Block made to come out right there. Reverence is blasting the guy back though. What was that? Raz trying to go for a bit of an Invis, literally had to go for an Ice Block. That was a lot of fire damage, that was a lot of heat. I think he was trying to go down for a Frozen Orb and a Blizzard, so he can get the cooldown reduction in his Frozen Orb quicker. That's why he hit everybody. Technically, Reverence is standing next to them, so, you know, but, yeah. I guess you can see it as a bit of cheesy doodle, in a way. Chaos Bolt immediately interrupted. Raz trying to see if he can go for a bit more AoE, just trying to see if he can zone out. Reverence with a big Glacial Spike to follow. Is it going to be enough? That does root him, but oh my god, the conflagrations take him down. Are you going to go flag him as well, Reverence? Put the flag down. Don't. I was gonna say, just don't do it to the boy. Succubus CC onto Haster. Last time Haster actually won versus Reverence. This opportunity for Reverence to maybe make a return. The man does not really have a lot of health to work with. Got himself instant cast onto Haster, and he's gonna have to be very, very careful with his Succubus. Wants to make sure that Haster just doesn't get to cleave that thing for free. You gotta be extra careful. Because if Haster just goes puts dots onto the Warlock, then puts dots onto the Succubus, any damage he does to the Succubus will just end up cleaving onto Reverence either way though. So find the opener. Is it going to do a lot of damage? Fear right after. Lock it down. Haster. Maybe a disperse situation right here. Incinerate off of that Chaos Bolt. Does try to go for a dodge. At least dodges and Incinerate. But the Chaos Bolt goes in. Smack dab in the middle of the man's face. Stun onto that Mortal Coil. So it's a bit of a trade between the two CC effects. And Haster looking for recovery. That self-healing, by the way, it is still pretty fantastic. The amount of recovery this man can do right now, it's actually pretty noticeable. Succubus CC right afterwards. While we're being flagged, that's kind of toxic. I kind of agree. But I'm gonna, oh, silence on a Haster as he does go for a reflect with the Chaos Bolt, doesn't quite land. I think it's just Reverence going through his villain arc. I think maybe he's just doing it for the show, just for the fun of it. Maybe in a bad mood, who knows? But I wouldn't take it personally, Met Crix. I think you did just fine, honestly. Oh, mad meatball flowing in with the Chaos Bolt. I think it's over. Maybe Trinket. I don't know if he had a fate for that one, but he did use Desperate Prayer to give himself a little bit more health to work with. Succubus is attacking you. You want to go for the Succubus cleave, but you can't, especially with your health being under so much pressure. Oh my god, your health is in jeopardy the entire time. Power Word Life is amazing, but I don't know if you'll be able to use it here. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second fear into the Succubus just to make sure you have plenty of CC to work with. Does go for a little bit of heal. Perfect. Finally able to get some dots on the Reverence, but a Reflect is going to be up by the Warlock immediately. I think the VT and the Pain are still on him either way. The Succubus is still right around the corner. Chaos Bolt flying in. I think he may just have you. Oh my goodness, how are you still alive? Haster is just the most tankiest Shadow Priest ever. He is going to have his soul ripped away from his body for just a second. Able to finally dot up the Succubus and maybe can cleave down Reverence, but the man is still under a ton of pressure. Trying to see if he can close the gap. No Reflect for Reverence for a bit. That's potentially silence on a stun combo for Haster if he wants to go for the big PI combo. Reverence just charging in, pushing in, trying to see if he can give himself a good, better advantage. Is going to go for the Succubus CC. Potentially a disperse situation right here. Stun around the corner. Bonds are full. Definitely going to be dispersed for this one. Breaking the bonds. It still does a lot of damage even through disperse. That is crazy. Buff Warlocks? I agree, dude. Definitely. Watching this game, you're like, yeah, Warlocks deserve a buff, man. Make Destro stronger than they were, honestly. Nerf DKs, this is the way. Honestly, dude. Chaos Bolt around the corner. Haster, oh, why are you still alive? How is the Shadow Priest alive? Silence, oh. At this point, again, the villain arc for Reverence right now. He's just not letting these boys out of this one whatsoever. Non-skate, he's gonna burn through the health bar, and then he's gonna burn through the soul. He's using the destructive magic to burn the body, and this is the flag, the world PvP flag, in order to stake a claim on their souls, man. My goodness. This guy is absolute evil incarnate. It's just absolute devious. Gonna be Shad trying to go for a bit of counter pressure damage with a coordinated assault. Got himself kill shots into Reverence. Actually quite a lot of damage as long as he can close the gap. He's gonna go for a second charge with a spear strike, but a Chaos Bolt is gonna hit him as well as the Petric Element Soulfire off the second BCC. Trying to go for a little bit more health right now, but it's gonna be instance for Reverence. Oh my god. The villain himself is reborn in 10.1. My goodness. The Succubus is so good, man. Pet wins the game. It's unfair. It definitely does feel like the Succubus really does make the game for him, doesn't it? Yeah, it is rough to play around because that thing starts in invis. It's gonna pull you out away from many kind of pillars, especially if you position right. But I mean, the man, let's be honest, it's not like Succubus does all the damage. It just gets you CC, but the man definitely does have that combo of the burst setup as Destro locked down pretty tightly.